everyone, Shannon from King's Ace Hardware in Zimmerman, and I'm here today to talk to you about Kilner. Kilner is a canning company that makes jars and jar accessories from England. And if you've ever watched the Great British Baking Show, all of the jars and canisters that they have their flour and all of their ingredients in, that's Kilner. You'll recognize it if you watch that show. But today we're going to talk a little bit about some of the products that we're carrying that are really neat. And particularly today, the butter churner, making your own butter, and the mayonnaise maker. Okay, so I used to think it would be really hard to make butter. I'd have to have my own milk cow or know somebody with raw milk, and it would have to be unpasteurized. It is so simple to make your own butter, especially with the Kilner butter churner. All you need is heavy whipping cream. That's it. That's the only ingredient. And this is just a great, fun little way to make your own butter. And one of the great things about making your own butter is that you can make gourmet flavored butters. And so we'll have some recipes here. Kilner also has some on their website. They're like chili lime butter and cinnamon honey butter and herb butter. And so there's just a lot of really great things that you can make with that. I went ahead and I've already churned this for most of the time. It usually takes about 10 to 15 minutes before you start seeing butter. So if you just sit there and churn it and whip it, you're going to end up with whipping cream. And then if you keep going, you're going to end up with the buttermilk separating from the butter. And as you're churning, it'll start to get hard to kind of churn here. And you'll feel it, there's kind of a... So if we look, we'll take a peek here. Yes, so that has separated. Lovely. So what you're going to do then is pull your butter out, and you're going to pour your buttermilk out. And then you have some fresh buttermilk that you can use to make buttermilk pancakes or anything the next day. So then we're going to get our butter on a plate here. And these are the Kilner butter panels here. And so what those do, the paddles will shape your butter, and they're going to get that last little bit of buttermilk out. And so it's going to kind of be used as to mold it and to squeeze it. So lovely consistency there. So we're going to take these little ridged sides, and then we're going to start shaping and squeezing our butter, getting it all together. And then just start squeezing, and that's going to squeeze out that last little bit of buttermilk. Also shapes it if you want it in a ball, or if you want it in a square or a rectangle, and then you can slowly just use that to start shaping your butter. And at this point then, if you want to add anything, you can sure do that. Do some of the recipes, or just a little bit of salt, or just plain unsalted butter. Really easy, really just comes out so lovely. And one of the fun things, I know a lot of you might be doing homeschooling this year, and kids love doing this kind of stuff. And I think it makes kind of a great lesson in where their food comes from, and just having a little bit more of a knowledge about where their food comes from, how it's made, and giving them a little bit more intimacy and what goes into their bodies. So yeah, so that is the butter churn from Kilner. And now we're going to go and do the mayonnaise maker. Okay, so the next thing we're going to tell you about today is the Kilner mayonnaise maker. And again, something else that's just super easy to make, a lot easier than you think it would be. And all we need for ingredients is an egg, some vegetable oil, white vinegar, lemon juice, and some mustard. So how this is kind of set up is there's a little concave thing where the oil is going to be poured into, and then this part is going to kind of stir it all together and make our mayonnaise. So our first thing to do is we're going to start with our one egg. Our teaspoon of lemon juice, teaspoon of vinegar, and a teaspoon of mustard. And Dijon works best. It's about a teaspoon. And then we're going to place the lid back on. And we're going to just slowly start mashing that. And then we're going to get 1 1/4 cup of oil. I'm going to start out with 1 here. And just slowly start drizzling it in. And one of the reasons you might want to do your own mayonnaise is you can also flavor it. One of my favorites is a chipotle mayonnaise. Really great on sandwiches, different salads. And again, I'm going to have all of these recipes out with the Kilner products, along with some nice fall salads that you can make. And again, kids love making their own condiments. The sauce press jar that we have from Kilner, and some cute little bottles. You can do your own ketchup. Just a lot of just hands-on, homemade, and it's not as hard as you think it is. They've made it really simple, and all of these little gadgets from Kilner have just made it really fun to get back to some really old-fashioned cooking. And the way 2020 is going, who knows? We might need those skills someday. That was a joke. I hope not. Now I can start it. It's getting thick. And the nice thing about the Kilner jars, when all of their products go directly into the jar, is then it makes for easy storage in your fridge. You just take off the little appendages and put a lid on it, and it's ready to go right in your fridge to use. All right, so we'll take a peek here. Lovely. It's starting to get thick here. So we need about 1/4 cup more of oil. Feel it, it's starting to get a lot thicker here. Alright, I think we are about ready. And there we go. Some great mayonnaise, ready for sandwiches and salads. Alright, so we're going to finish up by just some of the other Kilner products that we're carrying right now. These are some of my favorites, these Kilner jars with the clip top. I keep my flour, my sugar in all of these, and I'm a big fan of the chalkboard paint labels. So they look really cute in your pantry with everything labeled and organized in these. They're great organizing products for your pantry and super cute. And they keep things fresh for a long time. And then we've got, these are new for them this year. These are their food to go jars. And so this one has, like, if you want to do salad in a jar, it has a little space, a little thing for your dressing. And this has a little spot where you can put a fork or a spoon in it. This is their glass soup jar. You can do your own soups, and it's glass, it's not plastic, so you can heat it up in the microwave, and it's all ready to go. So a whole set of lunch items to take your food to work or school. Then this is a really neat little product. This is their sauce maker. And so you can make your own spaghetti sauce or your own pureed carrots, and kind of an offshoot of that, which I think is really neat, are the Kilner Kids, which is some baby food jars. So you could use this to make your own baby food. Just mill everything into the consistency that you want, and then put it in the baby jars for storage in your fridge. And then also a really neat thing you can do, I know we, probably a lot of us who garden or have people we love who garden, probably gave us a lot of zucchini. This is the vegetable spiralizer. You can make some great salads, non-gluten noodles. There's a really great recipe I'm going to have. It's called zoodles. It's with some spiralized vegetables and bacon bits, and it's very, very yummy. And then we also have all of their vintage jars. So we've got the vintage preserve jar, the berry jar that kind of has some cute little strawberry designs on it, tomato jar, and then some of the clip top jars as well, in various sizes, even more than we are showing here. And then we also have the Kilner bottles. So especially great for Christmas. Those people who want to do homemade wines or liqueurs or other things, these jars are a great gift item to give somebody, or just make your own juice or your own beverages. And so all of our Kilner is right when you come in the door. You have a whole section of it, just some really great products, and I hope it doesn't seem intimidating to you. It is really so much easier to make than you think it is. And they're just fun, and they're priced really well, and I really hope you'll give them a try, because I'm in love with this brand. So thanks everyone, hope to see you soon.
Hey there, don't forget to hit like and subscribe and turn on your notifications so that way you can stay up to date on all of our content.